Hello, this video is going to be looking at rifle actions and their magazines. You're going to be able to see 6 different actions and 3 different types of magazines. Keep in mind, I'm still following the 4 safety rules by keeping the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, the action open and unloaded until ready to shoot, my finger off the trigger until ready to shoot, and the appropriate eye and ear protection. Let's take a look at the rotary magazine first. So you can see it's clear, so you'll be able to look through this. Now as I'm loading up here, I need to find the notches that fit the rim, and I'm able to press down and back. Now as I load the rest, you can see how it rotates around. And you can start seeing that blue coming in. See? Rotary. Next up is the box magazine. So this one's pretty easy. Once again, you find the notches. See how they match. And all I have to do is press down and back. And I keep loading this the same way. First up here, I have the semi-automatic rifle. In this case, you just have to pull the trigger and the rifle is able to load a new cartridge and eject the spent case after you've shot. To load this, I take my magazine, which was the rotary magazine, and insert it into the rifle. Then, I simply close the action. Now, the only thing I need to do is keep pulling back on the trigger until I've shot all of my ammunition. Then, I open my action and remove the magazine. Next up, I have the bolt action rifle. So in this case, you have to do the work of loading each new cartridge. To load this, I take my magazine, which was the box magazine, and insert this into the rifle. Now in order to close the action, I have to take this bolt and press forward. So you can see my ammunition is going up into the barrel. Then I press down. Now I'm ready to shoot. To remove the spent case, I pull up on the bolt and back. Now you can see my next shot is ready. So once again, I can press the bolt forward. Again, you can see the ammunition going in and the bolt down. Now that I'm empty, I can remove the magazine. Now I'm going to show you the third type of action and also the third type of magazine. This action is a lever action. In order to open and close the action, you simply pull up on the lever and press down on the lever. What it has here is called a tubular magazine. In this case, it's an internal magazine rather than being external like the box and rotary magazines were. To load this, I have to open up this rod and pull up. It now opens up this hole that's shaped like a cartridge. Put this in and pull the rod back down. I have one more step to do though. I have to close the action and open it up. Before then, my cartridge is now inside and ready to be loaded. Now when I pull up on this, it's actually loading my cartridge. And it's ready to shoot. When I open here, it'll eject my spent case. And then I'll be ready to continue shooting. This is the pump action rifle. In order to open and close the action, I have to move the forearm forward or back. In this case, to close it, I move it forward. And then to open it, I pull it back. This one also has the tubular magazine, just like what the lever action had. This next rifle might look like a lever action, but it's not. The way to tell the difference is actually to look at the top here. So if you see, it's got this little block. When I close the action, it's able to raise. When I open it, it falls. This is the falling block action. This rifle happens to be a single shot, in which case I have to load it every single time. So if I take my dummy cartridge and insert it into the rifle, then I pull up on the lever to close the action. This also has a hammer that I do have to pull back on. Now I'm ready to shoot. In order to eject the case, I have to open the action. Now I'm ready to reload my next shot and continue shooting. This last rifle is the Hinge Action rifle, and you can see it by the hinge that it has. In order to load it, it's also a single shot, so I have to take my cartridge and insert it into the rifle, and then I simply close the action. Now, I also have to pull back on the hammer, and I'm ready to shoot. Then, I simply need to press the button to open it up, in which case it would be ejecting my spent case, and I'd be ready to load my next one. Let's review. Match the type of magazine to the picture below. Now let's see how you do with the actions. Identify the action that is shown in the picture.